वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Hello, friends. Welcome to Season 3 of Sikh History Sakhi podcast. As always, I am Harpreet Kaur, your host. In today's episode, we pause in the present with you, with me, and with the quiet voice within us all. My dear friends, have you ever felt lost when nothing seems to make sense and the weight of the world feels too much to bear? Those days when your heart feels heavy, your mind overwhelmed, and even your own thoughts don't feel safe anymore? Well, I have been there too. And in that time, I know we all wait for a sign or a gentle nudge to guide us back. A friend's honest advice, a parent's kind word, or any small thing to bring us back, as mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 1087. Puli puli मैं फिरी पादर कहे न कोई पूछो जाए सियाणिया दुख काटे मेरा कोई. Meaning, confused and deceived, I walk around, but no one shows me the way. I go and ask the clever people if there is anyone who can rid me of my pain. In those moments, sometimes we even close ourselves off, convinced no one will understand our pain. My dear friends, let me gently remind you that in this very moment of heaviness, when your heart aches the most, that you are being called to surrender your pain, let go, share your heart openly with the one who always listens. That is Vaheguru Almighty. This reminds me of a deeply moving short story written by Anton Chekhov in 1886 called Misery. So, the story goes that a cabman named Iona had just lost his son. He was grieving and yearning to talk to someone, to share his pain. So he tries and tries to speak with his passengers. But no one listens. No one even asks or bothers. Eventually, he is left alone in his silence. Iona then turns to his horse. The gentle touch of the horse's head is enough, and he pours out his heart to the horse. He cries his heart out as he is the only listener. How many of us have felt like that? Wanting to be heard, but carrying the weight of our sorrow alone? Do you remember what we discussed in season 1 in the episode titled Ardas? That even when no one listens, even when you speak no words, the divine still hears. Vaheguru doesn't need loud prayers. Even the whisper of your heart is enough. However, my dear friends, along with surrender, I want to remind you of one special and most important aspect of Sikhi soul that came into existence when times were extremely tough and being dead or alive was the biggest concern. My friends, that is Chardi Kala. Chardi Kala, as we all know, means being in high spirits. In Punjabi, Chardi means rising or uplifting, and Kala means power or force. So, Chardi Kala literally translates to the power to rise or an uplifting force. But, friends, Chardi Kala doesn't mean you are not hurting. It means you refuse to let pain define you. It is choosing to say, I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I trust the Almighty who does. It's a reminder to breathe, that your strength isn't lost. It's waiting for you to remember who you are. Sikh history is filled with shining examples of Bhai Mati Das ji, Bhai Taru Singh ji, and many others who were tortured, starved, and persecuted. Yet they never broke. Why? Because they were anchored in Naam, in Gurbani, and in Vahiguru's will. Friends, Chardi Kala isn't about always being happy or having perfect circumstances. It's the conscious choice to rise, to stay rooted in faith, and to act with grace, even when tested by fire. It's not about waiting for miracles to happen. It's about becoming the miracle by standing tall through these storms. Sikh history shows us that even in the hardest times, Sikhs stayed calm, courageous, cheerful, and unwavering. They saw obstacles as the beauty of life itself, believing that difficulties are the secret to true success and growth. And friends, you can do this too. I want you all to come back to this episode whenever you feel depressed or worthless. Because, my dear friends, even if you feel there is no one for you, Almighty is always there. Guru Nanak Dev Ji begins Japji Sahib with this truth. Soche soch na hovai, meaning you can think 100,000 times, but that alone doesn't change reality. The journey isn't outside, it's within. And this is what we have been discussing through season 1 and 2. So, my dear friends, I know that showing up for yourself isn't always easy. But when you invite the Almighty into your heart, when you anchor yourself in the sacred presence of Vaheguru, you begin to feel a quiet, unshakable strength rise within you, a power that whispers, you are never alone. Friends, I have had those moments, rather days too. But let this episode bring a pause to you and remind you that you are safe in Almighty's arms. A dear friend once said to me, God would never abandon his children. He never looks away. And I hold those words close. You should too. Moreover, always remember, as mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 394, Gur मेरा संग सदा है नाले, simar simar tis sada samale. Meaning, my Guru is always with me, near at hand. meditating in remembrance. I cherish him forever. So today I request you all to find the divine within. Let it guide you, strengthen you, and walk with you on the righteous path. Also, Guru Ram Das Ji's Gurgaddi Divas is on 5th September. Let that be a reminder of all His grace. Take a moment whenever you can to visit a Gurdwara, sit in Sangat, feel His blessings on you, or simply recite Vaheguru. Even a few breaths in remembrance can bring peace to the restless soul. Tune in next Tuesday as we begin Guru Amar Das Ji's journey of Guruship. I hope this brings some peace into your hearts. Thank you.